HLN operates in Eyemouth because it's one of the areas of disadvantage in Borders. So there's quite a lot of unemployment here. There used to be quite a vibrant fishing community, which is really much less than it used to be. So there are pockets of deprivation within the town, although it's got a very strong community sense or community spirit going on here.
This group has been running for about 5-6 years now. It started off with Jo Hyde, who works with the NHS Borders, who wanted to start groups in Eyemouth and surrounding areas to encourage people to come in and get exercise and meet people. We have 4 classes running per week. Each class is completely different from another. We have yoga, we have Tai Chi, we have gentle exercise to music, and exercise to music to those who are want more challenging. Jo Hyatt ran these classes for about 2 years and then asked if the group would like to form a committee and run the classes themselves.
Our relationship with the Healthy Living Network is really, they're very supportive indeed. Jo Hyatt is the fund of all knowledge, and what we don't know, what we need to know, she will find out for us. She supplies us with information, leaflets, etc., and advice.
The participants who had been going to the 4 exercise groups formed a committee and were enthusiastic enough to actually want the exercise groups to continue. So they obviously thought it was valuable enough for their health to carry on, and they've really, their enthusiasm and commitment has kept that group going.
Today in the hall we are actually having one of 4 committee meetings that we need to have to comply with our constitution. We have an AGM in June of every year where obviously it's thrown open to everyone, and they're not shy in coming forward and giving us their moans and groans as well as thoughts for the future.
I think one of its successes is they've managed to keep the costs low. They've done it in a really quite an innovative way, that they're offering 4 exercise classes for 10 weeks for something like £20. They've kept it in the community centre, which is a really accessible venue, and they're very good at publicising it. And I suppose that's where we come in as well. We can help them to do that through my project. We can actually help them to reach the people that maybe they wouldn't be able to through posters and resources, etc.
What I enjoy about being in Eyemouth Healthy Living Group is it gives me plenty of exercise, it helps me to keep fit. And there's a good social aspect to it.
Meeting new people, a sense of achievement when I do my classes. I know I'm getting fitter. Well, it's a social life as well as an active life. Come to our classes.
So it's all part of a whole, not just exercise, but as I say, imparting knowledge and having fun.
Part of our role is to capacity build in the community, so they're actually helping us to achieve our aims because they're carrying out health improvement activity, therefore hopefully maintaining or improving the health of the local population, or those certainly who come along to their group.
And something that's available to everyone and it's affordable to everyone, so yes, it's very good.
It's been helpful to have CHEX on board in a sense of we've been able to alert groups such as Healthy Living Group and other community-led groups in the area to sources of funding, for example, or training they can tap into. Part of my role is to help develop volunteers in the project, to build the capacity of the project, and to actually see them grow in confidence and even move on to other things, meaningful employment or other volunteering. I think that's just fantastic. I really enjoy that.
HIG was developed primarily as a reflective learning model to allow people who primarily were in disadvantaged circumstances to reflect on the social model of health, on community development and things that they could do themselves to address those inequalities, either as individuals or within the communities that they lived in.
I think it's important to say about the healthy living centres themselves is the way that they're structured, that they're not just a top-down sort of process within communities, that the communities themselves actually sit on the boards of the actual projects, and they decide on the direction of the project, they decide on the work that they're going to be taking forward, whether it's working with older people and intergenerational projects, or whether it's working with young mothers, or whether it's working with new mothers. Then there's all those processes, they all happen at a board level, and the members of those boards are made up of local community people and partners and agency partners.